All right, hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our yoga and mindfulness series with AARP and Open Up. We're so happy to have you joining us today. My name is Colleen Cadman. If we haven't met before, I serve as an Associate State Director of Outreach with AARP in Pennsylvania. And we're excited to have folks from all over joining us today for our yoga and mindfulness series with AARP and Open Up. If you haven't already done so, share in the chat where it is that you're tuning in from. We'll read a bunch of places out. And Chandler and I are asking for forgiveness today as we are sneezing here. The allergens are out there in Western Pennsylvania today. So if you have a place that has lots of allergies too, you can show Chandler and I some love in the chat. Let's see, today we've got folks from Illinois, North Carolina, our home state of Pennsylvania. We've got Maryland, we've got California today, we've got Georgia, we've got Texas. Dallas, Texas says the allergies are really bad there too. So thank you, Rhonda, for making us feel better. We're not alone.
Yes.
Let's see, we've got Wisconsin, we've got Alaska, Ohio, New York, Florida. Oh, Anne's with us again this week, says she's sneezing here too. So we've got some other sneezes going on. Love it.
Welcome back, Anne.
Let's see, we've got Washington State. Very nice. We've got Kentucky. Oh, we've got Flavia back with us. Thanks, Flavia.
Hi, Flavia.
Let's see, we've got Colorado. I see some new faces in here today too, which is fantastic. We've got Beverly from Montana.
Wow. Hi, Beverly. Welcome.
We've got Arizona, South Carolina, Virginia. Some nice wishes from Sherry in Virginia. Thank you so much, Sherry.
Thank you.
Cindy from Mechanicsburg, PA says the allergies are over in her part of the state too.
Oh.
And we've got Diane from Cleveland confirming that it's out her way as well. Julie in Wisconsin says the same thing. Thank you. Thank you for your communal support.
Yes.
And then Diane from Maryland's jumping in too, saying she's got allergies as well. So thank you all for joining us today. AARP is committed to helping us take control of our health as we age by providing tools, resources, and information that will entertain and inspire, educate and stimulate, and engage and activate. We at AARP hope to create an environment where our members can lead their healthiest lives possible in mind, body, and spirit. We want to help you take a whole body approach to your healthy living goals. Regular exercise and focusing on your brain health are two really great ways to support healthy aging. And you can learn more about resources on our website, which I'll share in the chat momentarily. We will also be recording today's session, so you can look forward to receiving the link following today's class. We also encourage you to please sign up for future sessions of this series on our website too. I'm going to be sharing a special link in the chat today, as I've heard some folks have been struggling with our usual link for future class signups. So look for those links in your chat today as well. And finally, we are so excited to collaborate with Open Up. Please be sure to consult your physician or other healthcare professional before starting this or any other fitness program to determine if it is right for your needs. And without further ado, I'm going to turn things over to our awesome instructor, Chandler, to lead us in today's session.
Thank you, Colleen. Hi, welcome everyone, and thank you for your support. It has definitely been, I know everyone kind of can share this feeling of, it's been a very Claritin, Zyrtec, Benadryl, Flonase kind of day. So we're going to get started today. Oh, and once again, I am Chandler from Open Up Pittsburgh, and I am a yoga and movement instructor. And here at Open Up, we practice inclusivity in art and movement. And wherever you are, whether you're seated on a mat or somewhere comfortable, you can lay down, you can stand, prop your head against something. Just make yourself comfortable. And I just wanted to share a message with you guys that could be a part of our meditation, something to think about, to let go of whatever negative feelings or something that has been on your mind lately this past week. And I've been using this term, it's pre-Friday. It's pre-Friday. Once Wednesday hits, Thursday comes, and it's pre-Friday. We're almost through the week. So this is something to give you encouragement and to think about during class. So this is as fleeting as clouds in the sky. When we face challenges and disappointments, it is common to let those things define us, those feelings define us. But when we practice mindfulness non-attachment, we see that those difficult emotions do not have to be a part of our stories. Like the clouds in the sky, these challenges are passing experiences. They do not make us who we are. Next time, when you're dealing with emotions that arise, I want everyone to imagine like they're clouds floating across the sky. I want you to observe them without judgment and let them go. So taking a big deep breath, locking in whatever those challenging moments are, and imagining them as clouds floating past you, letting them go. Exhale out. Keep doing a series of breaths, watching each cloud float past you in the sky. Do two more, breathing in and exhale out. Last one, breathing in and exhale out. Good. Let's just take a moment, tap into some mindfulness of after doing that exercise of watching the clouds pass by you, whether they were feelings of hard times this past week. How did that make your body feel? How did that releasing that emotion feel within yourself? Just doing an assessment, kind of thinking about it now, and we can talk about it after class. You can write it in the chat, whether it is physically, emotional, or internal. You can do a body scan. Taking note of it. Good. We're going to continue some breaths. You're going to reach your arms all the way up high in the sky. Inhale. Exhale, press the air back down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, press back down. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side stretch. Good. Make sure that both hips are staying nice and put down on your mat. They're not lifting up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, side stretch. Now we're going to do a twist with it. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. We're going to do another set of twists. We're going to have our arms in front of us, just locking our hands together. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Keeping that breath going, take a big inhale. Lean forward. Exhale, take it around town. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale, around. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Reset. And exhale back around. Keep going. Just making a circle. Good. And then we come back up. Inhale, reach our arms, our shoulders all the way up to our ears. And exhale back down. 2 more. Last one. And back down. Good. Just let your head fall from side to side. Stretching out the side of our neck, making sure that our shoulder doesn't go up to our ear, but it stays down. Take this at your own pace. Good. And then we'll just do an up and down motion. Nice. And then reset, rubbing our hands together. Good. And then we'll just take one hand, place it on the opposite shoulder, and just do a little tapping. Very lightly. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, clear out all the mucus. For those with allergies like myself, breathing in. Exhale out. And switch other side, rubbing your hands together one more time for that warmth. And then just light tap. Good. And then we're going to do very light kind of keyboard taps around our collarbone. Take it up towards our neck. A part of our sensation study. Just to help us relax a little bit, let go of we clench our jaw a lot. Good. And then just shake it out. All right. That's something also to keep track of. How did that make you feel? What did it feel like in your body? From here, we're going to come into a cat and cow. I'll show the seated version. If you like to be in your mat, you'll come to your hands and knees. From here, standing up nice and tall with your feet up under your knees, placing your hands onto your knees. We'll lift our chest, our elbows will go back. Inhale. Exhale, we come back and we round our spine, chin falls down to our chest. Again, we inhale, we look up. Exhale, we go back in. For those who are on your mat, you're in tabletop, placing your hands and knees. You drop your belly looking up, high to the sky, and then we curl in chin to chest. All right, here we go. We'll take 4. We inhale, drop our belly. Exhale, curving in. Again, inhale. Exhale, curve in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, curve in. Last one, inhale. And exhale, curve in. Good. Showing the modified version next to this. Doing the spiral twist, as you can see. I love a good spiral. And opposition, twisting the body, opening it up. We'll reach our arm up. And then we'll thread it through and we'll reach for something on the other side. We inhale, reach our arm up. Exhale, we thread it through. If you're seated on your mat, if you're in tabletop, the same thing, engaging your core, reaching your arm up. Inhale. Exhale, we twist through. All right, here we go. We'll do 4. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, we thread through. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, thread through. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, thread through. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, we thread through. Okay, other side. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Keep going. 2 more. Last one. Good. Finding a heart opener, doing some somatic movement. We'll just take our arm and act like it's scooping through the air. And then we'll make the biggest circle ever and we'll come back. We'll do this twice on one side and then you'll do the other side. If we're seated, we'll do the same thing. Scooping some air, really open, twist the body, and come back. And do the other side. Just do one more cycle through, switching like we're swimming. Every time I say that, I think of Nemo. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Other side. Good. If you're on your mat, you'll push back to a child's pose, sending your seat down to your feet, reaching your arms towards the top of your mat. Nice. Walk your hands over to one side. And then we'll walk them over to the other. Good. From here, we come to our tabletop tucker toes. Send our hips up high, walking your feet out, downward dog. There's many versions of this for the downward dog that you can do to support. You can use your chair. Oh, I'll face it inward. Placing your hands on the top of the chair, walking your feet back. If you want to increase that stretch, place your hands on the back of the chair. Let your elbows come down. Your head will fall down to your chin. And then the last one, you have your hands onto your mat. I'll stay here. We'll take 2 big deep breaths. Breathing in. Exhale out. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Walking your feet to your hands, rolling up through the spine, finding your mountain pose. Holding here, palms are forward. Nice. We're going to do a little exercise just to keep our mind away from the negative things and making sure that they are floating with the rest of the clouds. We'll place our thumbs in, and then we're simply gonna let each finger individually wrap around the thumb one at a time. Do that a few cycles, taking a breath in, exhale, making your fist again. And then last round. Good. We'll reach our arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, touching your toes. Good. Shake your head, yes and no. Placing your hands onto your shin, you look up, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Good. Rolling up through the spine, only doing the first half of our sun A. If you are seated, this can also look like this variation. Placing your arms up, reaching them up. Good. Forward fold. This can be as big as you want or small. Good. From here, halfway lifting your chin up, looking up just for a little bit, and then you come back down and rolling up through the spine. Good. Let's just do the first half, reaching our arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Good. Adding on, I'll stay here for our modified and I'll show standing. Reaching your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up through the spine, find your mountain pose. Exhale, settle into it. From here, we're gonna do a cat and cow. Inhale, chin falls up to the sky. We'll lift up to the sky. Exhale, we look in. Inhale again. And exhale. And then we reset mountain pose. If we're standing, you have two options. You can do your cat and cow from here, lifting your chest and then curling in. And it's okay if your knees also work with you in this position. Or when you come back up for your mountain pose, you can place your hands back down onto the mat, step one foot and the other, and then we'll drop our bellies, looking up and then looking down. All right. I'll say standing for this variation, so choose which one feels best for your body. We'll reach our arms up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place your hands for support, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up through the spine, mountain pose. Good. From here, placing your hands back down, finding your way into our cat and cow. Inhale, chin falls up to the sky. Well, looks up to the sky. Keep saying that. And then it goes back into your chest. One more of that. Looking up and down. Step one foot in and the other. Find yourself in your mountain pose. Again, reaching your arms up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your mountain pose. Take a breath. I'll do the standing one, but you can choose. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Stepping one foot forward if you're in your tabletop on the ground, and we'll meet in our mountain pose, taking a breath in and out. So this time we won't do individual fingers. We're just going to do some jelly hands. I call them like jellyfish fingers, making them feel very supple as we bring our hands to a fist. Breathing in, exhale, relax them out. Bringing them in, exhale out. Last one. Exhale out. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Excuse me. Side bend, excuse me. Exhale, inhale, and exhale, side bend. Good. Bring it around town. And then other way. Nice. Reaching your arms up and out. Good. Taking your time. Nice. Doing a little pose study. We're going to do full balance. Placing our feet, if you're seated, right up under your knees. And then our tree pose, you can have your heel just touch your foot, placing your hands together. Shoulders are down and back. Good. If you're standing, this may look like you're having support from your chair. Same thing, your heel will go down to your ankle, or you bring it up to your knee. You can have one hand at your heart, or both if you don't want support from the chair. So whichever one feels good. We'll take a breath here. Exhale out. Again, breathing in. Exhale out. And then we'll switch other side. Just so y'all can see me, I'll just take my chair to the other side, and then we'll place our knee out to the side. Our heel will go into our ankle, placing either one hand on your chest or both palms together. Taking a breath in. Exhale out. Keep going. And then shake it out. Just swaying from side to side. Pushing into one hip and the other. Good. Working with our hips now, we're going to do a standing figure 4. But this figure four can be done multiple different ways of getting the same kind of stretch. I'll start with the seated version. We'll place one foot on top, and then your knee will go out to the side. You're welcome to stay here if that feels good for your hip, or lean forward over the leg. Let your chin fall down to your chest. And then you can take a few breaths here. If you're standing, this may look like you placing one foot on top. I'm going to turn to the side, and then you send your seat back, letting your knee go out to the side. Placing your hand, I like to place my hand onto my ankle just to reassure that it's nice and stable. Has the same effect. You're welcome to use the chair for support, or place your hands and whatever feels good to help balance. On the other version of doing this, coming down to a seat, placing both feet on your mat, and then take one foot to your knee, walking your hands forward towards your foot. And the last variation, taking your foot to your knee again, letting it fall down to the side, and walking your hands forward. So you can pick whichever one feels good. I'll do the standing variation. All right, placing your heel on top of your knee, sending your hips back, taking a breath in, exhale out, and again, exhale out. Bring your knee into your chest, rolling out your ankle, one direction and the other. Wherever you are, if you're seated, standing, on the ground, we'll have both hands touch your knee for another kind of a balance pose. It's still very welcome if you would like the extra support. You can have one hand on your knee. And we're gonna do a spiral twist with this. If both hands are on your knee, you'll take the opposite, the same arm as leg, and reach behind you. So this is a standing way. If you're seated, this may look like you can have your leg up, bring your knee into your chest, the opposite hand to your knee, and then reaching back. Having some flexion in the hip flexor. You're like, that's too much on my hip. You can place your knee back down, your foot back down, and then spiral twist. If you are on your mat, this can look like you putting your foot back onto the mat, placing the opposite hand on your knee, and then reaching behind you, or placing your hand down on the mat. I'll stay here. Let's all take just 4 breaths. See if you can twist a little bit more, staying nice and upright. Being mindful if you're slouching, lifting up. And then shake it out. We'll do the other side. We have to do our figure 4 on the other side to balance this out. All right. Out of the plethora of options, I think I'm going to do the standing figure 4 on the opposite leg again, placing your heel onto your knee, sending your hips back. This can also be done seated or standing. And then we'll take a breath in and out. Again, breathing in and out. Good. Grabbing onto that knee, sending it towards your chest, rolling out your ankle. Nice. Doing an opposition stretch, reaching the same arm back as the opposite arm grabs onto your knee. Let's stay here for 5 and a 4, a 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. And I felt something, my end. All right. Good. We'll just cross our legs over, and then we're gonna do a forward fold, sending our hips back with our legs crossed and letting our upper body fold over the legs. You can hold on to something And we'll stay here. And then switching opposite leg on top. Forward fold. Good. Doing a hip opener again. Show the seated first. We'll toe ball heel our feet away from each other, where our knees are going out to the side. We're nice and lifted on our sits bones. We're not slouching. We'll place one arm down, your forearm up, and then you'll reach your arm up and over towards the arm that's bent, keeping both hips down. You don't want to lift your hip up. And you look towards the arm that's lifted, really opening your chest. Here on your mat. This might look like you're in a wide, in dance we call it the second kind of position. From here, you'll place either your hand onto your knee or the mat, lifting your forearm up, and then, your palm of your hand, and then reaching towards that leg, keeping both hips down. I'll stay here, and then we'll take a few breaths, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, opening your chest a little bit more. And up and over. We'll do the opposite side. Forearm down, whichever way, and then reaching your arm, opening your chest, looking up. Good. And then we're all in this wide-legged position. We'll walk our upper body to the center, and we'll stay here, just relaxing. If you're seated, this may look like you having your knees onto your elbows onto your knees. I do that every time. And then letting your upper body fall forward, or having your hands down on the floor. The goal is to get a stretch in your groin. I feel like I intuitively want to sway from side to side. Sometimes movement, that somatic movement, does feel good on the body with stretching. Nice, keep going. Rolling up through the spine. And then we'll toe ball heel our feet in together. If you're seated, you'll stretch your feet in front of you. If you are in a chair, you can just stay here with your legs right in front, your knees right in front. And we'll just do a forward fold, reaching our arms up and over. We don't want to force the stretch here. We just want to allow gravity to do all the work. I'm going to let gravity do its thing for me because I am stiff. Whew. Reminding myself to breathe. Every exhale allows you to sink further into that stretch. Being patient. Nice, and then giving your legs a nice little wiggle. All right, from here, placing your feet on the mat, and then your hands up under your knees, leaning back a little bit. You're welcome to stay here, feeling the scoop of the pelvis going down and up. If you push it back, you'll feel too much on your lower back. So really feel like you're ice cream here. Scoopy, scoop, scoop, scoop. If you'd like to turn it up a notch, you'll lift one leg, you can alternate, testing your balance in your boat pose, or like you want to feel spicy, you can have both legs up, having the support of your hands. They're like, hey, I'm trying something new. And you can lift your arms up. All right. If you are seated, this might look like you placing your seat closer to the edge of your seat, placing your hands behind, well, up under the seat, the chair, and then having your, ooh, let's see, it's cold, back to lean up against the back of it. And then you can just alternate, just engaging the core. That is too much. You can turn to the side, having support, placing one hand here and the other one behind you, lifting one leg at a time. Or you can take your feet, just the tippy toes. All right, we'll stay here for 5 and a 4, a 3. Whew, feel the burn. 2, 1, shake it out. Good. And then we'll bring our knees into our chest. Our back will be on the ground. We'll sway from side to side. Put your feet back onto the ground and your knees will be up. And we can all windshield our knees from side to side. Letting them fall to one side, and we'll just hold here. And then the other. For our final rest, I'll show you a few new options on how you can end your rest. If you have a chair in front of you, you can place your feet, your calf muscles in the chair, scoot towards it a little bit more, and then lay back, resting here with the support. You can place your feet a little bit up. If you're like, I don't want to use the chair, I want to use the wall. You can get creative. And last but not least, stretching all the way out. Ooh. And ending here. Okay. As we rest, closing your eyes, kind of revisiting what we spoke about earlier before class officially started, letting those clouds pass by, letting go of any frustrations, roadblocks, letting them float like the clouds in the sky. Staying where you are, just revisit how did your body feel emotionally, physically, when you thought of imagining your difficult time like a cloud passing by, letting that go, the release of it. Physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever that was for you. Whether you felt that release in your chest or your hips, you had a little tension in your forehead or your. Sometimes I don't even know I'm scrunching my eyebrows when I feel a little stressed, and I think about that release, and it goes away. The clench of your jaw, We hold emotions in different places of our body. Just taking time to release it. Good. And when you're ready, you can find yourself into a seat. And then we'll place our hands together and rub them and give ourselves a really big hug. Exhale out. One more time, squeezing, inhale and exhale. If anyone wanted to share in the chat what they felt or experienced part of their mindfulness with this prompt, I would love to hear it, or what you discovered within your body. That would be awesome. Thank you all.
Thanks, Chandler. So as we wrap up today's class, if you'd like to share any thoughts in response to the prompt that Chandler shared, what you were letting go today, how you feel, anything about it, please feel free to let us know. If you have any feedback on the class, we're always grateful to hear that too. And as we end out today's class, I also just want to share the link for anybody who would like to join us again. We do this class same time, same place every single week. So we hope to see you back in the future. All right. Let me go ahead and share the link on where you can register if you'd like to join us again next week. And let's go check on what we're hearing in the chat. Lots of thanks and praise for you, Chandler, for today's class. So thanks for helping us all take a moment of rest and relax as we joined you. Let's see, we're hearing lots of great things. We're hearing from Jackie that it's great stretching for her shoulder, which has been in quite a bit of pain. So thank you for sharing that feedback, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
Ooh, I love this from Flavia. I feel like desires and reality are the same, responding to the prompt. So thank you for sharing that, Flavia. That's great.
Yes.
Veronica's looking for the recording, says best yoga chair class ever. So Veronica, yes, we have every class from this year on our YouTube page. I'm going to share that in the chat as we close out today too, so that if you'd like to catch up with other classes in between when we meet, you know you can do that. So thank you for sharing that great feedback, and I'm making a note to share that right now. Excellent. All right, let's see what else we have in here. Jerry says, my hip stiffness is grateful for today. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Jim says,
That
wonderful.
is so great to hear.
Jim says, wonderful stretches. Thanks as always. Sheila says, great class, more relaxed. Anne says, always a positive space. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, Valerie says, great class, need time for both legs. So we'll see if we can do some leg stuff next time, Valerie. That's great feedback. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Jean says, always taking away a new perspective with this class. Laverne appreciates the various versions. So thank you, Chandler, for doing those with us.
Oh, no problem.
And we've got a first-time participant, Judy, who says the same thing, really appreciated the workout sitting as much as standing.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Jacqueline from Texas says, have a cold, but breathing and stretching helped so much. Thanks. Jacqueline, we're with you. We got a lot of congestion up in this room today. So yes, thank you.
I wish you a speedy recovery with that. It was definitely difficult for me too.
Diane says, great stretching and working on balance. Really appreciate those. My first time, but I'll join again. Thank you, Diane. We'd love to have you back.
Yes.
Cindy says, I watched stormy clouds pass by in the meditation. Yoga poses and stretching were on point. Thank you. Gail says spine feels warm and limbs feel like they have circulation. Love this class and all the variations. Love to Chandler.
Oh, thank you.
And then we're going to end with Karen's comment. Was on the floor for this and says the lumbar is feeling good. So I hope that all of our lumbars are feeling great as we move into the rest of our days. Thank you all for being with us. As we close out, I'll answer a final question. Is weekly registration required? Yes. Thank you for the great question, Tiffany. There is a different registration and link for every week. I apologize. That's our technology and the way it works. So let me add the link one more time for those who want to make sure you sign up. Typically, we share all the links in one page, but there's been some problems with folks in accessing our page of links. So what I recommend you do is we're working on that, but I encourage you to sign up for next week's class at the link I just shared in the chat. And if you were here for today's class, you'll also get a reminder in your email of where you can sign up for the following week. So that helps too. All right. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we hope to see you back next week. Thanks.
Have a great one, everyone.